Check.
There it. Yeah. Alright. Let's fucking
Check. We're good, alright.
Nope. Look how choppy that is. Brutal.
Hold up.
You want to know what it is?
What?
It's because you're on your internet.
Oh.
Hey!
Alright, here.
There
we go.
We're doing the podcast.
Is it better now?
Yes,
Okay.
a little bit. Hey, Carl.
What's up, man?
Just hanging out here, doing the podcast.
Oh, yeah. It has.
We actually did a podcast last Thursday, but it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
So, the sound was all fucked up. Hopefully it's not fucked up now. We'll find out.
My name is fucking Xander.
Yeah, you is.
You want a highlight or what?
So, what's,
Just kidding.
Fuck yeah, brother. I don't know who you are, far out man, but fuck yeah.
Oh, are people commenting?
Yes. Hey, far out man, since you're maybe watching still, please still be watching, please. Was that intro all fucked up? Was it all choppy? Because it was choppy on my end.
I'm sorry, I was on the internet.
We're all about quality over content over here. Anywho, so hey, Carl, man, dude.
What's up?
So yeah, we did a podcast last Thursday. Oh, hey, it's Tony. Hey,
Tough dudes, Tony.
Tough Dudes Club, Tony.
Tough
So
Dudes
yeah,
Club, Tony,
we
dude.
did one last week, and it fucking sucked. So I had to hit you up. So we have done 9 podcasts. All of them were just audio only on our website. And I wanted to get 10 under our belt before I switched it where we would do it live, like on YouTube, and then it would also be available on all podcast platforms, blah, 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 blah. But in order for that 10th episode, which this one is, I wanted you to basically do like the Paul and Neil interview that you did for Matt and I.
Yeah.
But we here in Gorgatron firmly stand behind our latency with things. So it hasn't happened yet.
It will.
So instead, we're doing this, and it's the video podcast with the intro. We have an intro now.
See, here's what we can do is sometime we can just have this set up rolling, and then we can jam on Sunday, and then immediately after jamming, I can talk to someone.
True.
I think that would be an interesting time to talk to those two dudes. They just got done playing guitar and probably getting pissed off, so it'll be good.
Yeah. Also, yeah, if we do that, then you can hear Neil and Matt doing fucking Van Halen songs in the basement.
Yes.
Because that's what they've been up to lately.
That's what happens at this house.
So there are some things. So what I'm thinking, since we're trying to be like, here's what I'm thinking. Since we're trying to do a bunch of shit as well as make fucking death metal. That episode that we did last week that didn't really work out, I'm still going to upload it and on our Patreon, where we'll have we have a Patreon. We don't have it fully set up. I think you might be able to search us out. But we're going to do a bunch of shit there with cuz we do a bunch of shit. But we're also lazy and have real jobs.
I mean, I think the jobs thing is probably the biggest factor, honestly.
True, kid. Well, I mean, yeah. So anyway, but that's probably where that episode will end up. So you'll be able to listen
Check
to
it out.
But I'm going to pull some of the things we talked about, such as
Yes. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into the meat.
The meat and potatoes. So
Main course, if you will.
Man, we talked about a lot of things last week.
We did.
We haven't done a podcast since Slam Dakota.
Yes. We have not.
We actually did a 2-day, 2-part podcast at Slam Dakota.
That was probably one of the funnest things that we ever thought of.
That's
And
it's
it's
definitely
It's great.
So once live shows happen again, we'll do that more.
We're gonna keep it going.
'Cause that shit was the shit.
So essentially, what we did was we just had Cam's mobile recording rig in the back of his car, and then we just had dudes come up and do the podcast.
Oh, hey Nate, seen but not heard. Nate and us over here at the world famous Gorgatron are we're gonna do a swap cast here soon. So if you guys are not following Nate, God damn it, Matt in the background just heard me say swap cast, and then he went swap cast. It's fucking gross to say it, but otherwise people don't understand. Anyway, but yeah, go follow Nate on his Instagram or on Facebook. He also has
and in real life, follow him.
Follow he's world famous. For
If he's out to eat, please sit
he was
close to him.
commenting. But yeah, he has a show called Seen But Not Heard. Nate, you're in the comment section. Do you do it on your YouTube or just Instagram? I'm a bad friend. I don't fully pay attention. But anyway, we're gonna do a show with him and us.
We used to do this in real life, Cam. We used to be like, "Hey, you out there? Hey, man. Hey, dude."
Yeah.
We used to do that.
But so yeah, we haven't done one in a while. I highly suggest you guys check out this. At least all the other ones are whatever, but that Slam Dakota 2-day podcast.
It's great.
It's basically bands would get off stage, or right before they'd go on stage, and we'd talk to them. There's bands playing in the background, and then you can hear us progressively throughout the day get drunker and more fucked up
and
on
louder.
shit. Yeah, and like,
oh, it's sick.
and it was odd because that first day, like when we got to our hotel, I felt like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag because we drove down the same day, went through a whole day of shows, and I had a few drinks and just, and then I edited the whole podcast and then uploaded it by like 6 a.m. And then we had to play the next day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a hoot nanny.
It's good shit.
But that's what we do over here is we work. Hard work pays. It does not, actually.
So yeah, right now we're doing this live stream and we're doing this podcast talking about a previous podcast that we did.
Yeah.
We are changing the game of podcasts.
Yeah, and you can find that podcast at gorgatronband.com/podcast.
What happened?
I was just staring at my screen like that.
Oh.
As if I was staring at the people.
Okay, so Matt left.
Matt just left.
Okay, so for those of you watching at home.
You fucking leaned into the camera.
Okay, good.
Like you're talking to the people.
So Matt just left. So now we can take bets on where did he go. So the first option is Hornbacher's. He's probably getting some groceries. Rumor has he's probably gonna get ice cream. Rumor has it he got some pretty sizable shrimp today, and he's because in our normal daily life, these things come up in conversation. Dude, check out these shrimp. Like that happened today.
Just go to a seafood market and get prawns for way cheaper than Hornbachers.
Prawns.
I'm all about them jumbo shrimps. Paul doesn't like shrimp. Nate likes seafood. He's got that going for him.
Are you talking about that dude? Or Peeler?
Peeler.
Oh, Peeler likes
seafood?
seafood?
He doesn't like everything that's good. He likes everything that's bad. But he does like seafood.
All right.
I fuck with seafood.
All right. Okay. But so back to this though. So Matt is probably going to Hornbachers, or he's gonna go rent a video tonight to watch, or
is he smashing?
He might be smashing.
I think he's smashing.
I don't know.
Hey, you fuckers watching this, is the video quality dog shit or is it good? I'm trying to figure all this out as we're doing it because we run a professional. We need that third. That's the other thing we talked about last week.
We need that third guy.
We need the third guy. We need the guy who doesn't talk. He just presses the buttons.
The button presser.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to be our button presser here.
I mean, and
Carl,
we can have guests.
Nate says hello.
Hey, what's up, dog? But we can have guests, too. So be on the podcast. Please.
Jacob
We love talking
was,
to people.
I think,
sometimes.
Jacob, you're talking about about Slam Dakota. Jacob says that you and him did a dab in his car. That's pretty
what's up, dude? I remember that now. Yeah, 'cause this dude had a whole ass dab rig in his car, and I'm like, man,
like a
I need
full on like.
a
Dude,
full on.
Remember when we were out in L.A.? Was this 2016? And one of your guys' buddies like picked us up in his car.
Yeah, dude.
James, shout out to James. And so like, I don't smoke anymore, so I have like zero tolerance. But I was, when in Rome. And like, so we get in this dude's car because he picked us up at our hotel. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to a bar and hang out." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And like, I'm in the back seat, and as we're driving, just like a fucking dab pen. I'm like, fuck it, I hit that. And then as I'm like handing that to you, a full on like blowtorch, fucking dab rig. Is it? And I'm like, all right. And then I hand that over, and then a fucking joint came. And it was only 3 of us in the car. Good times, good times. That's tobacco as fuck, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Carl's insistent that we have that shot.
We have that bit. It's a good bit.
But yeah. Good times. Dab rigs and cars. One time, Carl and I went to a Suffocation show, and before the show, we were talking with Terrence and the crew and whatever. And Carl's like, "Hey man, you want to hit this pen?" And Terrence is like, "Yeah, man." And then he like stops right before he like hits it. And he goes, "This isn't like DMT, is it?" And you're like, "No." He's like, "Oh, I've been fooled before."
See, and you know what I said to him? I was like, why would I have a pen with DMT in it? Like, who's walking around like, oh, you know what? It's my cigarette break at work. I think I'm just going to do DMT quick.
Yeah, I mean, most cigarette breaks are like 20 minutes, right? That's like a DMT trip.
I mean, you could pull it off, but I'm just, who would have that just like in the trigger ready to go? Like, hey, dude, DMT trip, here you go. I mean, like, yeah, like I said, I think I could hang with that, but boy, it'd be a weird couple days. Or I guess however long.
We should start drugging our bandmates with DMT. Like right before we go on stage.
Specifically Neil.
Yeah, he'll love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, since it's been so long, my brain's fucking dog shit.
Well, okay, so we had things that we talked about last time that we will cover again. So new stuff to look out for.
Oh, well, we're live right now. So last week we weren't live, so some of that stuff I was planning on releasing it later. So some of that stuff we can't talk about.
Okay.
But pay attention to our socials, and you'll be able to watch some cool videos.
Okay, well, new stuff happening now. We're live right now, so check that out right now.
Share this. That'd be
share
cool
this right
share
now
this on
and stuff.
socials and shit.
I mean, you don't have to, I guess. But.
No, but you should. One thing I did bring up last week, because I get a lot of questions, is our fucking coffee situation. So we have the Gorgatron, Gorga Brew coffee, but we've been out of stock, and people are wondering when we're going to be doing that.
So the official statement on that is I would love to make more coffee, but I have to order it in large batches. So what I don't want to do is buy a large batch of coffee and then sit on it for however long, and I don't know how long coffee keeps, but I just want to give people shit that's fresh as fuck.
Take our coffee serious.
So that's the situation. I don't want to get another stock until I know that I can sell it. I don't want to.
What if we did? This kind of sounds. It'll work. What if we did like a pre-order? So we knew X amount. To get made.
We can check it out.
You guys let us know. I know that shit sold like fuck, but we haven't been fucking playing shows. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Right,
but yeah, so I want to provide my customers with freshness. Freshness.
Yeah.
Fresh. Is that even a word?
It is. Just like Bisquickness.
Freshness.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fresh as fuck product is what I strive for. So I will not sell people things that aren't of utmost quality. I said
We
it.
should sell Matt shrimp.
Matt should sell Matt shrimp.
Yeah, hey. Fucking.
Yeah, these shrimp are fucking huge.
Oh, I'm sold. That's what it'll say on the box.
Fucking huge.
Yeah, it'll say yeah.
But think of how many people would be like, "Oh man,
shrimp are fucking huge." Like, and they'll be normal size, but people are dumb. So
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh yeah, no, these are fucking huge.
yeah."
It's
And
a
like,
sell point.
you'd be at work, and someone would be like, "Have you ever had the? you ever had those fucking huge shrimps, dude?"
What's the seafood company, Gorman or something? Their marketing team's like fucking ripping their hair like, God damn it! Why didn't we think of this marketing scheme? They're fucking huge. We put jumbo. We have commercials. This guy just says they're fucking huge.
And then there'd be that one guy in the bag who'd be like, "I fucking told you guys! I fucking told you!"
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's what happens, Gorman's Fish Company. You just need to smoke more weed.
It'd be dumber.
Yeah. All that marketing college is fucking worthless.
Yeah.
What a goddamn. Other shit we ran through, which I don't want to do it now, but we ran through the bit list and you showed how many bits we had.
Oh, I can do that again.
You want to do it
Absolutely.
now? So you guys know that we do the thing called like GTV. We haven't done it in a while because we've just been floating ideas, structuring some shit. But yeah, we do skits and all that. But here's the thing: is we always riff ideas and just. You're not on screen yet, but yeah. So like, we're always talking about ideas, and then Carl's like, I think he's texting, but he's writing these down because. So I didn't realize. All right, now you're on screen here. I never realized how many bits we actually have until you started scrolling through. You can go a little closer here, right there. Up, go up, go up. There you go. Don't get too close, otherwise I'll be able to read it. Okay. But yeah, just go ahead and scroll. These are all our skit ideas for. So, still scrolling. So as you guys see, we're pretty stupid. You get.
That's all bits.
You rattle off some of those.
All right.
Because like so basically, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get us into either Funny or Die Studios or Adult Swim Studios or some like a soundstage that has like props and some on-hand people for like background actors. Unless we can get our friends to volunteer like a weekend of their life. But yeah, right. And for those of you watching this that actually are productive and you steal our ideas, we will fucking kill you. If you take our ideas. Anyway.
Okay. So I just scrolled to a random part of this, and the first thing I see was the stage banter pedal.
Well, yeah, so Paul builds pedals. And like one day, you just started laughing. Like, hey, Paul, like, what if you built a pedal? And it's just for the front man, right?
Yeah. So like at the end of the song, it'd be like, dun 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 dun. Hey, what the fuck is up, God? I'm like drinking water.
What if you? And then you could use it like during a breakdown. This is the part of the song
like
where everyone gets on that side and the rest of you get on this side, and you're just standing there like,
yeah, dude.
fuck yeah, dude.
Because like if a vocalist really like did everything real as fuck, but then had that as his like crutch or what would you call it? Like clicks on the stage banter pedal and like
it's like his safety blanket. He has stage fright, actually. That's why he has to have it.
oh my god.
You ever, my favorite ones are the Neil sent. So we also have this thing that Carl and I do where we just come up with scenarios with Neil. So Neil-based bits are my favorite bits. Like for instance,
oh okay.
like the in our music video for Imposter Syndrome, like we all kind of came up with our own bit of like how to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And then like it's Neil, and he's like, I don't really, it's whatever. Like, I don't know, just like fucking like trying to think of the easiest thing. Like,
Yeah.
what if we just made a dude explode, and then all Neil has to do is be on, like, it was a 3-minute ordeal with him. Like, yeah, dude, just walk and then turn and look at the camera and take your glasses off, and then just get like angry as he was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, yeah, we'll take care of the rest. And like in that music video, his kill scene is my fucking favorite, which is why it's the closer, because he fucking blew up a dude with his eyeballs, which he's done in real life. Anyway, so yeah, Neil-based bits. If you have any of those.
Oh, okay. This is the one. This is a really recent one that we were thinking of. So for some reason, when we raked all the leaves in our yard, we we thought of what if someone insulated their home studio with bags of fucking leaves for some reason. But then the bit was Neil would be recording guitar tracks like dun, 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 and then like the dude in the other room's like, hey, yeah, you want to come out of here and listen to this? And he's like, yeah.
He's got to walk through a sea
The
of
bags of leaves.
It's so stupid. Oh,
Because the focal point would be his headstock.
Yeah, it snags.
Like it snags.
It rips open old bag.
Ah, fuck.
There's fucking like ants and larvae all over him and shit.
Whose idea was this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this stuff is so dumb. Oh,
What was the mall's
the
cop
it,
one?
it was you as a mall cop, but in like full tactical, like
Yeah, because I own all that shit, of course. There was a time I thought I had to prepare. But, like,
to be a mall cop.
could you imagine, like, yeah, like some fucking teenager, like, steals candy from the mall candy shop, and then, like, a rappel line through the glass, like, flash bang, little Timmy. Get the fuck on the road!
Like warning shots.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Establish a whole, like, hire, like, fucking Green
Oh.
Berets.
At like 10.
Flank some, like, 10-year-old kid stealing a game out of GameStop.
Yeah. So it's like 11:45 a.m. in the fucking mall.
You could turn that into, like, a series, like, fucking Black Friday. The intro is, like,
Yeah.
it's black screen, and it just says Black Friday, and all you hear is the heartbeat that... And it's like, just getting into work. I knew today was going to be a rough day. Today, Black Friday. And then just cut to like a bunch of people like fucking come in with like a SWAT tank.
Like the mannequins just shatter.
Oh man.
Displays of
Just run over a whole like tower of TVs with the tank. Just like cause more destruction than they bring in revenue for Black Friday.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Cause like some mom would be buying a PS5 for some kid, and the tank would smash the PS5 and the kid's mom, and he'd be like, "My PS5,
man, calm down." God damn it, she was resisting arrest.
Oh man,
Oh, man.
the shattering of glass, man.
West Acres Mall Cop. Dude. Yeah, Tony. Dude, yeah, that would be a great fucking repeating.
Oh.
And they can only be like fucking 2-minute like bits. There's no reason to make it into a. This is why we got to get on like Adult Swim or fucking Funny or Die or some shit.
Oh, I know, man.
Because they have. We can do it ourselves, but I don't want to fucking do everything.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you about this bit, man. That I don't think I've told you. It's so dumb. So, what if one time you were at practice and you're like, "Hey, we're gonna do this video, and it's gonna be like HD multicam, the whole
Sounds
thing.
like a normal conversation.
Right. And so like, yeah, all right, we're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's do it. And we fucking jam, and like you're playing back, and like you send it to someone to get it edited, and you call them, and you're like, yeah, hey, what's up, man? Oh yeah, hey, I was just gonna talk to you about the most recent video. Yeah, what's going on? I think there's been a little miscommunication. See, I said multi-cam. That means multi-camera.
Angles of me.
There was and you like get super annoyed, like really bad misunderstanding. Multi-cam meant multi-cam as in Cameron.
Trying to build my brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hilarious.
So like we're doing this video, and you're like, put a fretboard cam on, and like
you guys all
Paul's like, hey, do you want to put one of those on my guitar? And you're like, I only have this one.
I only have the one, man.
My
maybe
thing.
Maybe next time or something. If you get one or something. I don't know. You want to set up your phone, you can. I mean, the quality's not as good, but
what about your phone? It's gonna die. So 2%, dude.
Oh man. Yeah,
dumb bits.
I want to talk about the SVT one, but that's too good.
Oh man.
That's an actual production right there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. So yeah, that's GTV shit, which we're not done doing. Just like we weren't done doing the podcast. It's just last year was stupid, and now it's a different year, so we're back on it.
Yes.
Another thing, as well as coffee and podcasts and bits that people have been asking about, is lady wear, shirts, shorts, leggings. My answer to that is I have a few designs. We have a few designs, but we printed a bunch of merch last March, and then we went on tour for a week, and then the world shut down. We had a bunch of other shit lined up, so we still have a shit ton of merch we're sitting on. I don't know.
We'll make it, man.
Yeah. What kind of lady merch should we make first? Shirts, tank tops, lady fitting shirts? Because otherwise you could just buy like a small from us. That works.
Yeah. I'll admit I also know absolutely nothing about women's sizes and stuff. I will consult people. I know nothing about it. I'm sorry.
There, we got you, ladies. Coffee, ladies merch, podcast, video podcast.
Yeah.
Mall cop.
Dude, like, take a second though to like being a dude. It's like what size clothes you wear, and like it's been like one size your whole life. You're just like, yeah, large, pretty much, and you're like, all right, good to go. Like it sucks.
Tony, did we tell that story on the podcast before? I don't recall. He said Neil yelling with pizza is still a bit he wants to see the most.
Oh.
Did we talk about that story before?
Oh,
like the generational.
I'm sure.
Like a little Neil as a child. Dude, Neil told this story a few weeks ago about like his dad like hitting someone with a bike. Someone hit someone with a bike or something.
Oh.
or someone hit Neil with a bike.
Okay, we should let Neil tell that story.
But like I had this visual of a young Neil with like the spinny hat. Anytime like Neil tells a childhood story, I picture him like he still looks the same. Like
with like the mustache and like everything,
he's
long hair,
like, coffee,
with
steel-toed boots, but he just has like what indicates that he's young is the spinny hat.
That's it.
and then I also pictured that like in the story where his dad's yelling, his dad is also holding a slice of pizza, and that's where like Neil gets it from.
Holy fuck! I never thought about that.
Yeah, and he's like, or like because Neil's like a audio engineer guy, so he's at like some concert. And he's trying to talk to a PA on the other side of the stage, He's like, take the 2K out of the front monitor. What? Grabs a slice of pizza. Take the 2K. just to yell.
Yeah.
He has to have the slice of pizza.
He always has to order pizza wherever he's working. Like, hey, what's the address here?
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, dude, we got to do the Neil. Neil was... technically, you talked to Neil on the Slam Dakota podcast. Did you talk to Paul? Did Paul get on the Slam Dakota podcast?
I don't recall.
Yeah,
I think Paul was yelling
in the background.
No, like I think he was like talking with Coop or something.
Oh,
like I think that's what I'm saying. I think he was yelling.
Oh,
like
weren't they yelling at each other about watching Over the Top?
I don't remember.
Hey,
because I think at that time Coop had never seen that movie or something.
If you guys are
like,
watching
what?
right now,
Coop.
If you guys are watching or listening, how do you pronounce his last name?
I think Shu or
Shu. Find Coop. Just go to our friends list and type in Coop, and you'll see his name pop up.
He just got a rad guitar.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool Jackson. He's got a couple of cool Jacksons. But anyway, go to his social media and post a picture of the movie Over the Top and say, "Have you yet?" Do that for us. Thank you.
He's gonna be like, "I told you guys, I did, man."
We don't believe you.
Hey, what the fuck? I was gonna say something. Oh, I forgot. I lost it.
It's because you got violently high.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I remember now.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Okay, Coop, you talked to me about Diver Down.
Dude.
Fucking record rips, dude. I mean, you're nowhere near the microphone.
Well, one time we were like setting up and we were playing a show with Coop and them, and as we were like setting up our
Cam is violently shaking his beer in my kitchen. He's gonna break it.
But yeah, Coop was like asking everyone on stage while we were setting up what our favorite Van Halen album was, and since I was busy like setting up, I got confused and I said Van Halen 3, but what I meant was Fair Warning because that's my favorite Van Halen record.
It's a good record.
And so anyway, halfway through playing our set, and like I said, I don't know if they can hear me right now.
Like I said, you're not anywhere near the microphone.
Yeah. Room ambience or whatever, what the black metal people are after. So anyway, Coop one night when we were playing asked everyone on stage while we were setting up what our favorite Van Halen album was. And while I was setting up, I was just scrambled brain. I'm like, yeah, Van Halen 3, dude. But what I meant to say was Fair Warning because that's my favorite record.
Mm-hmm.
So halfway through our set, like we were like, Coop, it was actually Fair Warning. Like, across the whole riot room. Like, yeah, it bothered me for a while.
I can see that. Like, if I said, I get it, because I'd be like, oh no, like, oh dude, no, man, Coop, I didn't mean to say that. Dude.
Fuck. Yeah,
That
not
would bug
Van
me.
Halen 3.
That would bug
definitely.
me too.
And then I've been in many a screaming matches with Matt on he's all about 2 or I forget which one, but he doesn't I think Fair Warning's the heaviest album because it is. And then he's yelling.
Yeah, I think Matt's about 2. I mean, solid shit.
Yeah.
All of it is.
Oh man. What else is there? We talked about a bunch of shit last week. I just don't remember.
Okay, so we talked about new shit going on. Can we talk about any of that?
New shit. So we're working on we have a bunch of new songs we're working on. We're looking to put some new shit out really fucking soon. I wanted to do a whole second cycle of Pathogenic Automation, but with the not touring and the lockdown shit, we weren't able to get together and do the music videos needed. Still possibility you'll see like 1 or 2 videos for pathogenic, some other pathogenic stuff, but we're on the next level, nigga. we're yeah, we're all learning to kill our babies. And by that I mean we got to move on. It's time to work. We got to work on. So we're working on new material. What
Our babies.
kill our? Yeah, that's.
I feel like
you've never heard that saying before.
no, Cam. I have never heard the saying
really?
"kill your babies."
Yeah, that's
before.
like an artist term that us artists use. He must not be an artist. Yeah, no, it's like like a painter will work on a painting for like 30 years, and then he's just like, I gotta learn to kill my baby.
Gotta work on something new.
Or like when you're recording and you're sitting there and you hear all this stuff wrong with it, and then before you know it, 9 months goes by, and
here's what I'm thinking.
So we're working on new material. We submitted some video stuff. Can't really talk about it yet, but stay tuned on that. You guys will hear more about that soon. Especially Coop, Billy from Frosthelm, and Stefan from Toxic Ruin, and I did something cool. So you'll see that
real
soon.
cool. Real cool.
What else? Halil's gonna be here soon, right?
Oh, gas station hot dogs and Dr. Pepper.
That's still one of my favorite Halil moments. Him violently drunk, just saying,
Oh, that dude rips. Yeah, dude, he's gonna be around. Like, I'm so excited
with him.
I'm so excited.
There's a shit-faced drunken podcast somewhere out there that I have recorded where we all drunkenly. I don't think I shared it just because of how fucked up. That was the night Ari kept getting on the mic.
We might,
but
should we?
Someone FaceTimed Halil. So I'm like holding the mic up to the phone, and Halil's like, and he's equally as fucked up. Good times.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be on the podcast soon.
Yeah. What else?
We're setting up a multi-cam video here soon with a green screen background. That's all I can say.
Multi-camera.
Multi-cam, not multi-cam, but multi-cam shots.
Dude, that's just because like someone said multi-cam, and then like for some reason I thought someone said cam, and I'm like, holy shit, that would be awesome.
What other fucking shit have we been doing?
Okay, working on new stuff. Yeah. So when we start playing shows again, we're gonna come out hard as fuck.
Goddamn.
As fuck.
You've been possibly training in the future?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that right now. We got to keep that under wrap.
Matt's been buying shirts off the internet and forgetting about it.
That's the life you get to live, Cam. When you're Matt Johnson. Because I thought they were a package for me. And Matt's like, oh, I forgot I ordered this. And it was like a Van Halen Christmas sweater shirt thing.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Okay, Cam. I don't know if he'll want me to talk about this on the podcast, but I'm going to tell you, and it's hilarious. So I think one of his drummer friends sent him a picture of a snare drum, and the paint job, or like the way it's made, it looks like Pee Wee Herman's suit. And Matt,
why would anyone want that?
So Matt showed it to me. So Matt showed it to me, and I'm like, "Holy, oh, that's pretty cool." And Matt's like, "It's gonna be mine." Like he's like, "I'm gonna buy. It has to be mine." And like, yeah, in my head, I'm like, "When you're Matt Johnson, dude,
Unbelievable.
you can do it."
Tony just asked, "Hey, what would you guys do if I got a Gorgatron G tattoo? I've been thinking about getting it. Thanks, dude.
Who's asking?
Tony is wondering
Tough
what we
guy?
would think. Yeah, if we got a G. Well, you'd be definitely joining the Tough Dudes Club. I don't have a G yet, nor does Neil.
I don't think either of you are gonna get one either.
I eventually.
You
Dude,
think so?
Well, if we're on tour in like some goofy town and you know how Neil was Chicago Domination Fest?
Yeah.
It's time to rock and roll.
That's when he's gonna get a tattoo.
You get Neil in that mode, dude.
We'll just put it on
I
his
can't
back.
believe that wasn't. It's one of those things like it wasn't captured. Didn't have to be, but if it was,
What if like,
holy fuck.
whatever one night we're like, dude, let's get Neil a tattoo, and like for some reason we call a shop like, yeah, you know our buddy wants to get tattooed, and they're like, oh yeah, bring him in, and like
He kicks the fucking. It's time to rock and roll.
and
It's
so
the
like
party.
they're like, all right, yeah, we'll get to work, and we're like, all right, well let's go someplace else and drink or something, and we come back and Neil has like a bodysuit, like he wakes up, he's like, oh, what the fuck, like, what did you guys do to me? Oh man, that's so ridiculous.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? It'd all be like coffee related or something.
Yeah. He's trying to play, but he like his entire body
He
is
got his
fresh tattoo. So
fingertips
he's like,
his fingertips are tattooed.
yeah, like, that's so ridiculous. Oh man.
Did you know how like Neil's a tough dude, like just his like, you know, how he carries himself. But you know how extra aggro that dude would be if he just had like
a neck. Yeah, I know, man.
Not like a full neck, but like just a few.
Like just I know what you're saying.
Maybe like some like a few little fucking.
No, Neil can never get face tattoos.
But if he did.
But if he did, look hard.
Oh man,
dude. Yeah,
bonkers.
Do you remember one day we were talking about the bit where the label is like, yeah, you know, I just think maybe a couple of your guys could step up their appearance game, and they're like, oh, what are you talking about? Like different clothes, like, well, I mean, and these like guys in suits are like, well, you guys gotta pay the price, you know.
Right.
Yeah. And so like the next shot is you in a tattoo chair, just like, like, oh my god,
getting branded,
yeah,
getting a full body brand.
It's like your first tattoo, and you're like, why do you guys do this to yourselves? This is what you guys do.
When we were young kids, we took needles and pen ink, and we fucking put BMX or die on our shoulders, and then it lasted like 2 years and went away. I have been tatted before.
Oh, you have been marked.
But yeah, Tony, if you did do that, A, that'd be fucking sick. And B, you'd definitely be in the Tough Dudes Club. I can't. Sean.
So there's
Fox has
a couple dudes that are in the Tough Dudes Club in that regard. Unfortunately, I don't remember the dude's name, but I'm pretty sure I told him like, well, give me your address or something. I'll ship you something cool. So Tony, yeah, if you do that, I will definitely ship you something cool.
Boom.
Even
man.
if it's I'll think of something.
Oh yeah, that's another new thing we're gonna do. We're not gonna tell you guys, but when you order shit from us,
you might get a surprise.
Yeah, you're gonna get. Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
If Tony's watching, right?
Yeah.
Tell him to just tell people what he received as a bonus gift.
Yeah, when
in his
you guys
recent Gorgatron order.
When you place an order or whatever, just let people know what you got. Not like the merch you actually bought from us. Don't even let them don't show them the shirt or the CD. Just show them what we sent you, and people will be like, "Why is this band sending? Why is this band doing that?"
Oh, okay, dude. Oh, let's talk about this. This is a fucking stupid segue into this, Cam. So, this one time I got a free poster because I went and saw Terminator Dark Fate in the movie theater.
Is this the same poster?
This is, yeah. So, I got a free poster. I'm like, oh, whatever, Sarah Connor poster. So, I got this dumb idea like, hey, can you guys sign this, please? And because
Like
it's
you
to the
asked all of us in Toronto.
yeah, and like Neil and Paul, like I don't think Neil even looks at shit that I have him sign because he just signed it.
The only thing he'll groan if you hand him Inner Supremacy because he's like, I wasn't on this record. It's like, well, yeah. You know.
Yeah, but like, come on, man, just come on, the dude with the signature. I get it. But so I had all 5 of us sign the Sarah Connor poster, and I had an extra frame lying around, so I fucking framed it. At the merch table, I put a $20 sticker on it as a bit. Like, it was totally a bit.
Funny just for us. Like, it was just something funny for us to do.
No, I am not playing. So people came up to me and asked, like, oh, is that, like, new artwork? And I'm like, no, that is just a Sarah Connor poster we signed. It has nothing to do with our band. And no one bought it because I'm just like, I just think it's funny. Like, I'm sorry. I have a weird sense of humor, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that's sold at the CD release show.
No, so we were in Iowa and we played this show, and this dude was like, dude, how much is that? I'm like, it's $20, man. He's like, oh, dude, I'll take it. And I was like, okay, dude, no, for real, it's just and he had $20 in my hand, and I'm like, okay, man. And then I gave it to him. I go, okay, but I should tell you that it's just. And he's like, dude, this is super awesome, dude. You guys are big Terminator fans, huh? And I'm like, well, yeah, I am. Like, I love that franchise. I'll admit it.
That poster changed my life.
Yeah, but he was so into it. I was like, all right, dude, cool. And like, I tried to tell him. And so like, if you're watching, like, yeah, I'm honestly telling you, that's what that was. It was a bit. I thought it was hilarious. $20 signed Sarah Connor poster, and like I think we did that with a DVD or something. I had you guys sign a DVD. I'm like, dude, check it out, dude. Or God, magazines.
What the fuck? Yeah. So like, I do that green Jello shit. So like, basically when you're in that band, like if you make any of the merch, you sell it, you get 100% of it, whatever. So a lot of guys just make a logo shirt and then sell that. Me, I'll like make a hand doodle and then blow that up onto a poster. But there was a time where I was doing this gimmick where I was like wearing like a priest outfit, and I got the first night someone's like, dude, can I get like your, like they wear the white, there's a name for it, like the choker.
Oh yeah.
You know that choker that priest wear because they're sexual freaks. What? Hey, it's a priest choker, right?
Sexual freaks. That's so dumb.
That's a bit right there.
like a normal dude joins and he's just like, what the fuck? Like, why are these?
Every time he puts it on, he's like, oh. But anyway, yeah.
That's like a South Park. Like,
yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
but the first
so
night on a
dumb.
Jello run, someone came. I was like, "Hey, dude, can I buy like your collar thing? Like, $50? Like, I didn't even like he said, "Hey, man, can I buy your priest collar thing?" And I'm like, and before I could answer, he's like, "I got like $50," and I'm like, "Yes, actually, I normally sell them for $75."
Absolutely.
So then I was like out one, so I went to Walmart, and I had to buy a bunch of. The only thing I could find there. Bill from Jello, he's like, why don't you just buy a bunch of white duct tape and just make them out of duct tape because it's green. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to buy these hair scrunchies like that chicks wear, except they come like black, brown, cream, and white.
For some reason.
So I bought like 10 packs of these fucking giant hair tie things just so I could take all the white ones off. And then I threw them away like a responsible adult. But yeah, I was selling those when I was doing green Jello for like $50. And I also, I think Mitch sold some drumsticks once for like $100. It was kind of bonkers. I'm all about. One time we jokingly bought a thing of green Jello, like a box,
and signed it.
We all signed it, and then had Bill draw a cartoon on it, and then we jokingly, just like the Terminator poster, put it on the thing. For $200, and the guy's like, I only have like $150. I can go to the ATM right now. I'm like, no, dude, just have it.
Yeah,
for the $150, of course. But
of course.
So we got to start doing that. I remember seeing Battlecross once, and they had a dildo for I think like a couple $100, and then a chick bought it.
Dude, yeah, we gotta do that.
Speaking of dildos and us and chicks and tour, remember that time we were in Detroit and there was one of those giant black dildos?
Yeah.
And then I took it and
for
I
some reason.
hit one of the dudes in toast with it, and then I pinned him because we were doing the wrestling gimmick. And then these two drunk girls that night like were playing like wrestling with it in the pit, and then they went into the bathroom. And word is, they like onto the wall, and they were playing with it in a way, and then they left with it.
I mean,
I guess
I can't blame them. Like,
I guess
whatever.
Those are
It's like,
expensive, and you get one for free at a
well, and they were
bar.
probably like, these dudes are just using it as like something to play with. Like, you know what I'm saying? We probably had like.
What are they going to use it for? Besides something to play with?
Well,
So
but you
they're
know what
gonna-
I'm saying? They're probably just like,
they're gonna
we could
use
use
it
it
as
for
a-
its intended purpose and take it. I don't blame them. Makes sense.
They're like sitting at home like, not only do we play with it, but we actually like to seal our mail with wax stamps, and we use the head of the giant penis to smash the hot wax down to seal our envelopes. I can see that.
There's a bit like hammering in nails.
Dude, we should make Gorgatron dildos.
Can we? I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Let's make everything. Hey, if you give me
I'm gonna make one Gorgatron coffin and see if someone out there buys it.
how much you want for this? $25,000.
Can you look up what's the price of a cheap coffin? Like $1,000?
I have no idea of coffin
I'm gonna
prices.
look that up right now.
Yeah, pull it up. Yeah,
Or
pull
better,
it
I'm gonna
up.
look up a whole Kiss coffin's gonna be expensive. How much is a Budweiser coffin?
A Budweiser coffin. Good
Also-
Lord, those exist. I know they do.
Yeah, Jay Schlack wants to be buried in a Budweiser coffin.
That man is a hero.
He's a fucking
He's one of the greatest men.
dude. Look at this Budweiser coffin. If you guys are at home, just type in Budweiser coffin. It's amazing. Also, if you're on social media, share a picture of a Budweiser coffin and tag Jay Schlack and tell him that Gorgatron's working on getting him this coffin. How do you find out the fucking price for the goddamn thing? I swear to fucking God, man. I'm having no luck here.
Well, whatever.
I'll keep looking. You just keep the people.
Okay. Well, so new stuff in the works. So yeah, we're working on that. It's we get done what we can when we can, and we're trudging forward. And I like it. New shit in the dude. I hope we get the whole record done.
This
Like
reminds me
the
of
whole
that
record.
scene in Wayne's World when Garth's on camera.
Was
I'm
I-
having fun. No, I'm just kidding. I can't find a price for a Budweiser coffin, but there is a whole bunch of other coffins. There's a chili pepper coffin,
Holy shit.
a wrench, a tool. Here, I don't know if you guys
Yeah. Okay. We'll
can
make.
see this shit.
Dude, we'll pay someone to make a coffin in the shape of a G.
A Ghana Airways coffin. a Oscar Mayer coffin. So we're working on it. That Gorgatron coffin's coming in hot.
Dude, well, okay, so we'll have the coffin, and it'll be in the shape of a G. So the Gorgatron coffin, and
the
the
body.
it has to be like all contorted. Like he's getting lowered down, and it's open casket, and he's just like,
The open casket ceremony.
and he's in the shape
They have
of a
to
G.
They have to break his body like fucking 6 different ways to like get it through the spiky things.
Like this dude died of natural causes. So stupid.
A bone pierces through the skin.
Oh yeah.
And all the fucking nasty, rotten body air fills the room. Dude, we should write a death metal song about burying
G-shaped
someone in a
coffin.
G-shaped Gorgatron coffin.
Coming soon.
And then a bone pierces the body, and all the stank leaks
Okay,
into the
we'll
room.
we'll make that an animation for future video
Yeah.
podcast. Right there, we'll make an animation like, we'll write a song about that.
But what
All
the
right.
fuck would that song be called? What kind of death metal name?
Well, no. See, now I can't say anything else about it.
True.
That's how it works.
What's the
say
scientific
anything
word
else.
for funeral?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take the time to look it up either. I don't play that game. I don't play the look up game.
That's good.
Here
If
here
you're
I
a
am.
band and you're watching this and you do lyrics, like if you have to look up your stuff.
No. Hey, no. Check this out. Let's be first to admit right here. Am I on camera?
Yeah.
I am not a dude that if there is a debate about something, whether it be like whatever, I try not to do this.
Yeah.
I'm never like, oh, I'm just gonna look it up. I like hearing things and taking things in organically still. Like having someone
Yeah.
who knows more about it tell me about it.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, dude, there's been a few times in the last few years where I've been like having some beers. I meet up with some folks, have conversations, and they're like, no, like the whole confirmation bias thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, like what you're saying is from this, this, and this. And they like immediately reach their phone. I just go, no. Like, and then like, they're like, well, yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Like, wait till we're done talking.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Well,
Stay off your phone when you're having a conversation with someone.
But
as I was
also-
just looking at coffee.
but also, real people know that if you're right, if someone is like, well, I'm gonna look it up, you're like, okay,
right.
all
No.
right, look it up.
No.
Like, do it. I don't care. I'm right. Whatever. But yeah, for the record,
Good
don't
stuff.
look shit up. Just know stuff.
All right. So, do we want to go over an hour, or do we want to keep it at an hour?
Where are we at right now?
We are at 56 minutes.
We can keep it at an hour.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's good. That makes people want more,
Yeah.
right?
Well, okay, let's go quick wrap up. New shit coming.
Working on new shit.
We can't talk about a lot of it.
We got some. There's gonna not new material, like new songs, but in the next month, in the next 2 months, there's gonna be some cool shit for you guys to check out that we've done. We're working on ladies merch, right? Yep.
Yeah.
What else? New shit, lady merch. Should we do a pre-order for coffee so we can figure out numbers?
Let me do some research into that.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything more about that until I
Yeah. More podcasts. Now that we're doing the video, does this video thing work for you guys? I don't know. I think I like it. We got to get a third guy though.
There's two dudes sitting at home like, yeah, I think it's a pretty good delivery system, dude.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Right.
It's just a bit and I don't want to sound like a dick, but it's just a bit.
There's going to be this podcast will be available obviously on our YouTube, on our website, and then it'll be on all the podcast apps. From here going on, the first 10 episodes, we'll say, those are going to be exclusive to the website. Just because I'm lazy and I'm not going to go through all the fucking embedding and coding to do all that shit because I ain't doing it. I already did it.
Not gonna do it. No.
So unless we get that third wheel guy that runs all the buttons,
Oh, let's not say third wheel guy.
well,
It's
it's
just another dude or
it's like
another person,
a
whatever.
three-wheeler that killed everybody. Remember those?
What?
Oh,
A
Uncle
trike.
Jim doesn't have a leg because he was driving a Honda three-wheeler and it tipped over because of course it would, and his fucking leg got hacked. You're not familiar with the '80s craze of three-wheelers, dude?
No, I wasn't. I was born in 1990.
Oh, well,
I
they
don't know
carried
about
over.
the 80s.
They're a big deal.
I know.
You've
they
never
are.
watched a Honda three-wheeler video on the YouTube? Dudes doing cans and knack-knacks?
I mean, let's type in Honda into my YouTube and see what pops up.
We're gonna do that. That's actually I'm gonna use that
Hey,
for the
how much- how much-
thumble of this episode.
How much time do we have left?
We can keep talking. We're at about a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mouth is so dry. But okay, have you guys ever thought about if someone is typing something into YouTube and you notice it, like if it's on a TV screen and you're at a friend's house, or if it's on someone's phone and they're showing you something? Does other people's YouTube history ever just really
Oh.
crack you up? Like no matter who it
Yeah.
is, because everyone has the most like, Why were you looking that up? But everyone understands because we all go down YouTube rabbit holes. So
Right.
it's like, what the fuck?
Real quick, that's one of the things we talked about last week on the episode that you don't get to hear unless you have our Patreon. Is one of my favorite pastimes because no matter where we are, if we're partying at someone's house and we out party them, or we're partying here, is the YouTube's going, and there's a point after Matt has listened to all the Van Halen is going, that we're like, we'll be standing over there and he'll be like in here with the controller in his hand, and someone will be like, dude, Matt, play like Paul Gilbert 1992. And then like watching Matt, one of my favorite things when Matt has the controller is watching him spell out words.
yeah. With the controller.
Yeah.
I know.
Because
he fucks up.
Yeah, and if it's a word, like for me, like the word restaurant.
Yeah.
Like Patrice O'Neal has that bit, like if someone had a gun to your mom's head and like spell restaurant, nigga, you'd be like, like there's an A in there. Like you'd be looking at your mom like, I'm sorry, mom, but like he'll like what he does is like he'll type a few of the words. Or if it's like a multi-word thing, like he'll get the first two right, and then there's like the difficult word at the end. He'll kind of like do the first few letters until it pops up in the suggested ones, and then he'll like click that and then continue.
Yeah.
But it's not just
but
it's people do that, and I enjoy watching them do that.
by the way, that's going into the bits folder.
All right, that is
Spell restaurant.
spell restaurant.
Like like Cam, you're just like you have like a beer and like like R. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, dude. There's words like that suck to spell.
So
like, dude, no, today literally I was with a coworker on a delivery, and I was driving, but I was also texting, and word I haven't spelt in a while, paradigm. So like I typed it out real quick as I was driving. So I was like doing the thing where I'm like steering and then like paradigm, I was like, I can stare at the road and pretty much type this out. And as I was doing M-E, I'm like, wait, it's not dime, like D-I-M-E. And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, but it didn't have the squiggles under it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure paradigm isn't spelt. And so like I had this dilemma as I'm driving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not,
Shame on you.
but the squiggles aren't under it. So then I like backed it up and thought it would pop up again. So it happens to the best of us. I did spell it correctly the second time.
The second time. You could make a video series about that.
Good shit.
Dude, we should tell this, or I'm going to tell this story quick, Cam. So, on that topic of the YouTube, there was one time where I was at work and I got off early and my friend gave me a ride over and it was Ricky! Remember that? So, I get to this house and, you know, people were drinking and I'm pretty sure it was like no occasion. It was just like whatever. And if I remember correctly, it was like 11 or midnight, like pretty early. And like Matt was standing there like, and like the Rick, he was just like, all right. I'm like, yeah, dude. So Matt was watching a King Diamond concert live, and then the next song started, and he was like, oh my fucking God. And like he started like whatever. I turned to Ricky, I'm like, he's seen this like a lot of times. Like, dude, he knows what's coming next, but every time he's like, oh.
Yeah, no, that's like another one of those Matt things. Like you were talking on the last podcast, you were talking about how Matt will like put a bunch of money into a Touch Tunes and then get really fucked up and then forget that he bought a bunch of songs. Yeah. And then the song will start playing and he'll be like, oh, who fucking played this?
Yeah, dude. And we're sitting there like, dude, I'm pretty sure he played this, man. Oh, and he's like off already. Oh, man. I mean, I've done that too, I will admit. I've totally done that. But, oh, that's a funny bit. Like, oh. Like, see, this shit happens in real life to us. Like that time in Sioux Falls that we were like, "You guys, where's Matt?" And then like King Diamond starts playing on a jukebox, and then, oh my god! Yeah. And then it's like in the middle, like after the song, it's like, dude, let's get some shots.
Dude, there was so last year we played a handful of shows, like amidst the pandemic. And in May, our buddy Garrett from a band called Mall in Fargo drove down with us, and he was like running merch while we were playing and shit. But I don't think he's ever really like post-show partied with us.
Yeah, I don't know.
So like, we got done playing, and immediately the party started. And he had never experienced the Matt and I doing King Diamond voice in a bar, doing power kicks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was just kind of sitting there, and I just walk up to you guys. Because, yeah, you were sitting next to him, and I was just like, sleepless nights, sleepless. And then I did like a power kick, and like I felt like a pop in my thigh, and I'm like, oh god.
I remember because you're like, oh no.
I'm all drunk, like, oh god, the guy just pulled a fucking hamstring. Oh shit.
That was so awesome because you were like jogging it off, like, all right.
Yeah, I just jogged,
no.
jogged over to the bar and started singing "Eye of the Witch."
Yeah. And like Matt and Neil are already there, like,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if you play King Diamond and Matt and I are partying, we will King Diamond at you.
Was that wrestling night or not? Was that a different night?
Wrestling night.
When we were wrestling and then the dude's back here.
No, that was the night Matt and I got really fucked up. And all I really remember is we got into the van, and then Matt and I were arguing about Mellow Yellow versus Mountain, or him and Paul were arguing about Mellow Yellow versus Mountain Dew. And then I remembered I was like, Cold Trickle drove a fucking Mellow Yellow car, you goddamn pussy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Days of Thunder. And
holy
then,
shit.
And then I don't really remember. I passed out, and then halfway from Sioux Falls to Fargo, we stopped in like Watertown or I forget where we were, but the van stopped, and I like rolled out of my fucking bunk, and I'm like, goddamn Cold Trickle Mellow Yellow. And I didn't realize how drunk I was till I got out of the van, and I like kind of like pushed myself to stand, but then I just kind of kept tipping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was this when you had to call to your bank because your debit card got left somewhere? I think.
Holy fuck, it was.
And you were like, "Man, I am drunk."
I
like
was
talking to that lady.
Violently drunk.
Yeah.
I remember that because I was eating a salad, and there was those girls that I don't remember what I was saying to them at the gas station. What the?
I don't remember, but they were drunk too.
I
went
to go check out, and I didn't have my card because I left it at the bar, which I never do.
Oh, because we were like, I remember because we asked them about Venmo, because they were like talking about Venmo.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I can just Venmo you, and I'm like, what's that? And they're like, oh, Venmo, and I'm like, no, I'm saying, like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's kind of like PayPal. And then you and I both were like, why don't you just use PayPal?
Yeah. And then literally 2 minutes later, I was like, hey, dude, I'll PayPal you some money if you buy me this food.
Okay, but remember, then I just gave the lady cash, and then she was like, wow, that was really nice of you. And I'm like, it was like $7.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, it was, but like, whatever, dude.
I don't think she realized that we were then getting in the same van with each other. But anyway, I forgot. I can't.
That makes a lot more sense.
At like 3 a.m. was shit faced, eating a salad and canceling a card.
Yep.
I forgot all about that.
Yep. That was fucking ridiculous.
What? I like that. I can function normally. Like when.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's times where we're all like.
When
we don't do the thing where we're like, one of us is gonna drive.
Okay, but back up, Do you remember? Do you remember why the mellow yellow comment was made?
No,
Because
I do not.
when I was driving and we got onto the interstate, you guys were full blown yelling about mellow yellow versus Mountain Dew. Like, remember Paul was like raising his voice. Fuck Mountain Dew. Like, dude, remember? Because like
And
it
like,
was
meanwhile, Garrett's sitting there, and we're all like yelling at each
yeah
other. Like
about Mountain Dew and mellow yellow. Like grown men. Like it was awesome.
oh, dude, yeah. There was another part that night where I peeked my head out of the bunk curtain, and like on the drive down, Paul was driving, and I was in, and like Garrett, like everyone was like, but like on the ride back, Paul took the middle, and like I told Garrett, like, hey, dude, if you want this bottom bunk, we'll clear it out for you so you can stretch your legs out. He's like, no, I'm fine. And so like at one point, I peeked my drunk ass head out of the curtain and looked, and like Garrett was like Paul was like sprawled out in like the middle spot because it's like a bed couch thing, and like Garrett was like like in a little ball against the door, and I just kind of like went I just went and then I closed the curtain.
I hope that guy had fun with us. I think that he did, but
We ain't right in the head.
I'd feel really bad if he was like, "Oh my God, you guys are the worst.
You know, yeah.
You guys are monsters."
What a fucking night.
I
Oh
was
man.
like, dude, that was like I went to bed at like 10:30 in the morning. Man.
I think I had Paul drive me. I don't remember.
No, you had to drive. I don't. Oh,
The one
I
we
don't
got.
Remember?
Yeah. Ah, man, I miss being on the road. Also, dude, just speaking of us being on the road, this dude said that he saw us at Chicago Domination. That shit fucking ripped, dude.
What's the dude's name?
It's SL, and an avatar that looks like LimeWire. But yeah, dude, Chicago Domination. Fucking glad you saw us, and hopefully you dug us.
Yeah, what's up, SL? Hey, what is your honest opinion of our Sepultura cover?
Oh yeah.
Because I thought we played it pretty well that night.
Someone just said nice toxic. Rob just said nice toxic ruin shirt color.
Oh, dude, hell yeah, bro! These guys fucking rip. Hey, Toxic Ruin dudes, if you're watching, this record fucking rips.
Yeah, dude. Toxic Ruin fucks. They just put out a new record. Well, and Stefan did vocals for a song that you guys are gonna see in the next month or so that I was a part of, and Coop from Orpheus and Carnographer and Billy. Is it Billy Zanza?
I'm not sure about
from Frosthelm and Vindicator. We all did a cool thrash song, so you'll see that soon. Drinking strong islands, SL said from Chicago. That cover was sick. Thanks, man.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
I enjoyed Chicago Domination because it was like just slam band after slam band, and then we get up there and it's like, hey, you guys like fucking death metal, and then we ended it with the Sepultura tune, and then like the sound guy that day kind of had the vocal settings for like the shit, and then you got on there and it was like, not today, son.
I'm not like, we probably sound like dicks right now, but I think we definitely stuck out. I think that crowd was like, what? Whoa. What was that?
It was a good time.
Because I think a lot of people, if they aren't expecting those riffs, they're like, oh, man.
We also did that interview with Into the Pit with Annie, which she wants to do another swap cast. Not only are we going to do one with Natanic.
Wait, did we do one already? Did we swap cast with her already?
No, but we did a interview with her at Chicago Domination.
Oh, yeah, we should swap cast. Yeah, we can make that happen, dude.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
We'll swap cast, dude.
Dude, we're going to swap so much cast. I'll wear my priest choker.
For some reason, when you said swap so much cast, I thought of it as like a tangible, like a box of shit. Just like, oh, here we go.
No, I was talking like an arm cast.
That'd be sick. Like, that'd be sick if she's like, why do you guys keep sending boxes of stuff to my house? And it's like, oh, well, you got to send stuff back.
Send her a cast iron pan. So yeah, this has been the longest outro So yeah, this is the new version of the podcast where there's video. We're working on new shit. Get our shit on our website. We're not doing coffee yet. We're gonna have women's clothes soon. I don't know. We'll see you down the road. Anything else? Anything closing, Carl? Closing thoughts with Carl Schmidt.
Closing thoughts. We have a lot of new stuff that we're working on. I hope everyone is cool.
All right, fuck off.
Oh, no. Stay hungry.
Wait, we should both. I'm going to do this. Ready? That's both of us on the screen.
Stay hungry!
Don't explode!
Yeah.
Daddy, that song fucks. All right, now you guys can fuck right off, because I have had enough. You dirty, rotten bastards.